Hey guys, welcome back to MMT's YouTube channel. In the previous video, you might have seen the demonstration of chords on your Windows, right? So in this video, we will see experiments. So before we get into experiments, there are a few prerequisites which you'll have to check. I'll just, tell you what they are. So firstly, you have to come to the configuration on your side panel. Here you have to see if your core is connected by including their IP address, then base station IP address, then mobile phone's IP address. Then you have to save and configure. Now switch to mobiles in the side panel, mobile section. So here you have to check for the status. If the status shows connected, you're good to go. Now come to base station section. Here again you have to check for the status. One way to connect your base station is you'll have to get a Ethernet cable from router will connect. One end of the router will connect to the laptop. So if you do that, you'll have your base station connected. You will get the status online. After this, then you're supposed to check for core status again. It shows online. Then you're good to go. Yeah. Now in the side panel, choose test cases or experiment. Yeah. Now moving on to the next experiment. Today we will see the experiment called as SIB. Okay, I'll tell you what it is about slowly. You're supposed to click on view description and it'll show you a write-up which acts as your manual to conduct the experiment. Okay, so this is like your usual way. So you can see the test objective says verify that the UE can correctly read SIB1 broadcasted by the GNB after detecting SSB. So you might be wondering what SIB is. So it is called as System Information Block. SIBs contain essential information about the cell and the network. It helps the UE understand how to communicate with the G0B, such as cell parameters, access rules, and other system informations needed to operate in the network. Okay. Now, coming to test instruments, these are the instruments you require to conduct this experiment. Then you have procedure. You need to make sure that the logs have been loaded and all such things. Then coming to expected results, once you see the SIB information in the info part of the Wireshark log, then the experiment. This is the what you're expecting. Test setup or architecture. This I've already explained in detail about what the architecture is and how it works. Please refer the first video of this playlist and you will find it there. And this is the explanation of the same thing, the architecture. Here you can go through that as well. Now coming to sample logs, here you can see if there is SIB1 message in your Wireshark tool. When you're checking the logs, that means you have successfully conducted the experiment. Okay, and the explanation for the same has already been given. You can take a look at it as well. Now with this, the theory part of the experiment has come to an end. We will now see the hands-on part. For that, again you have to go back to the dashboard. You have to make sure you've loaded all the logs successfully. And yeah, here all three layers you're supposed to make sure that you have submitted. Once it says logs have loaded successfully, then you can come back to the dashboard and here open in Wireshark. Okay. Yeah, it'll take few seconds to load. Yeah, now these are the three layer logs which you're viewing. Okay, you're supposed to filter them and just click on the apply filter, and nr hyphen rrc is your uh, keyword. Once you see the green tab, you're supposed to apply the filter. Now since on the phone the aeroplane mode is on, that is why you are unable to see the logs. Once you disable the aeroplane mode, you can view all the logs that will load. You can see the logs are loading one by one, right? Here, if you zoom in, here you can see the SIB1 message in the info section right here. So this means, you have completed your experiment. Now, coming to, you come down to this section, you have to expand subtrees under the NR radio resource control. And here, these are the cell parameters which I was explaining to you in the theory part. This cell selection info gives you an idea about the cell parameters, and the access related information can be viewed here. Like you can see PLMN, identity list, MCSE, all these item 01, all these are the access parameters, information about them. And then along with that, you have other system information needed to operate in the network. That is the tracking area code, cell identity, and then you have SIB type info, value tag, and all such things, frequency band list, NR multi band info. So all these are the information related to the information about SIB related to which you need to operate in the network. Yeah, so after SIB1 experiment, we'll move on to one of an important topic, that is the RRC reconfiguration. For that, you're supposed to scroll down here and click on the log you want to view. Okay, I will tell you what RRC configuration is. It is basically, once the UE has the system information now, the Gnode B, it sends a RRC configuration message. So basically, in this message, it tells the UE how to configure its radio connection, including signaling radio barriers, measurement settings, security parameters, and other such radio resources. Okay. So once you have clicked on the RRC reconfiguration, you just have to come to the section below and expand subtrees. So once you've done that, you can find all of these information. So here you can read critical extensions, radio barrier configuration and config, and you scroll down, you have MEAS config. So this is nothing but your measurement settings. Okay, and then you scroll down again, you have security parameters, and yeah, all these are other such radio resources. Okay, so you can just go through them in detail because there are a lot of information here in the expanded version. To understand in depth about it, you have to come to this section. And with this, we have completed the SIB experiment, the hands-on part of the SIB experiment, and also the RRC reconfiguration. For more such videos, please visit our channel, like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any doubts regarding the experiment, or if you have anything else you want to tell us, you can drop comments, and then we'll get back to you in 24 hours. Okay, thank you so much.